Now, over the past 9 years, we have followed the incredible journey of Alex Lewis, who contracted strep A, which led to sepsis and then organ failure. He was given a less than 1% chance of survival and had to have both arms and both legs amputated.
But despite all the odds, Alex from Stockbridge in Hampshire did survive and has gone on to achieve the most incredible things. He set up a wheelchair factory in Ethiopia, provided prosthetic arms to every child in the UK who needs one, and raised hundreds of thousands of pounds through his foundation to help others.
Well, Alex's latest project is to help those injured in Ukraine. He is just back from a 6-day tour of the area, trying to establish exactly how he can help those who are struggling and that there is always hope. And I'm delighted to say that Alex joins us now. Alex, you're just back in the last few days. Tell us what you discovered there.
So I took a team of people from the UK with me that have been centric to my healthcare. And we went there to listen and learn, and we met many injured servicemen. One example was a chap who'd lost both of his arms in a bomb blast, and he'd spent the first 8 weeks in hospital unable to use prosthesis, and we took out a post-op and soft sleeve prosthetic and fitted him with those when we were there via video link to London. And yeah, just trying to understand the patient pathway really and how we get these guys back into as near normal life as possible.
It's made such a difference seeing that happen there.
It was very emotionally bruising, I think is probably the best way to describe it. These guys are so resilient and they're just intent on going back to fight on the front line, but they are missing, they've had severe amputations and there is equipment available to them, but it's a long way down the line and they can't see beyond the war at the moment in terms of what life is going to look like post-war. And for us, it's trying to understand how we can help build a pathway so they can go back to whether they're farmers or engineers or designers or whatever they want to do.
Well, we've seen some pretty powerful images of your trip out there, images of burnt out tanks and the devastation. What was it like for you being out there and seeing that firsthand? You can't prepare yourself really. You hear the stories and you obviously seen the press, but when you're actually there and you can see the sniper bullet holes and you can see some of the bomb blasts and the missile strikes, and to think that people were fleeing, but they have all moved back. There is reconstruction and they are trying to rebuild their city. It's just utterly inspiring really. But also there's a huge amount to do for the injured and disabled community, not just the military, but also civilians.
So this isn't a one-off trip, you're going to have to keep going back.
Yeah, so we've come back to the UK now and we'll start to build a programme with our partners in the Ukraine. So that's Ukraine on Palms and the Ukrainian Medical Mission. And with the help of the Transglobe Trust and the We Help Ukraine charities here in the UK, we will develop what we hope is a patient pathway from life after surgery all the way back into moving home.
No, you're a man who never stops, basically. Just give us an idea of what else you're working on at the moment in terms of fundraising. So
fundraising, next thing for me is a 300-kilometre cycle ride around Salisbury Plain.
So a mere jaunt, basically.
It was a little jaunt. It should have been around the Namibian desert last year, but our bike never turned up to Namibia. So we've brought it back to the UK. And we're going to unveil it on Salisbury Plain and do a 24-hour 300k cycle ride for the Murray Parish Trust.
That sounds tricky. Also, you're going to take to the water as well, I think.
There will be an event in June, yeah. I'm adapting a Flying 15 at the moment, and I intend to row from Falmouth to Dover, and then I will cycle all the way back from Dover, all the way back down to Falmouth, and that's called the Pig to Pig event.
So there's plenty more to talk to you about the next time we get you in, which we will.
Thank you.
Yes, but we are out of time for now. Alex, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.